Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, so today I would like to continue from the previous talk. In the previous talk, we talked about two dualities. One is there is stress, there is the origination of stress. This is one contemplation, and the second contemplation is there is the cessation of stress, and this is the path of practice leading to the cessation of stress. There is a second contemplation. So today we would like to continue. In fact, there are 16 contemplations. Okay, so the bhikkhu asked Buddha again. Now, if there are any who ask, would there be the right contemplation of dualities in yet another way? They should be told. They would. How would that be? Whatever is considered as good is true by the world with its devas, maras, and brahmans, with its contemplatives and brahmans, its royalty and common folk, is rightly seen as it actually is with right discernment by the noble ones as there is false. There is one contemplation. Okay. The meaning is that for ordinary person, whether you are a Mara, you are a Deva, you are a human beings, they see things, they consider whatever is considered as there is true. But for the noble one, they consider there is false. So from here you can see what the common folk, the ordinary person, see what is true, then the normal one see that is false. This means that we see differently, right? Ordinary person seeing things colored with prejudice, colored with bias, colored with preference, and the most important, the ordinary person seeing things grounded on egoistic. The common person, the ordinary person seeing things always associated with I, me. And this completely is different from what the noble one sees. The noble one, how the noble one see things. The noble one see things yatha buddha yana dasana. The noble one sees things as they really are with insight. Therefore, what the ordinary person sees that is true, the noble one sees no, that is false. Okay, because noble one seeing things without ego. The noble one see things without grounded on delusion of having a permanent self. They only see things as they really are, according to its nature, according to its laws, and with insight, not colored with prejudice, not colored with bias or preference. Okay, now let us discuss. So the ordinary person see things, whatever is considered as that is true. So what ordinary person see things that is true? What they consider is true? I think most of us are ordinary person. Huh? So what do you think that is true?
It's permanent.
Yes, one thing, permanent.
This happiness.
This is self. The most obvious, this is self. So ordinary person, Putujana, including Deva, heavenly beings, including Mara, who have no insight, they always see things, this self. They consider the self is true. This is true. They consider the self is true. But for noble ones, no, say this is false. Then for noble one, what is true? Non-self is true. Non-self is true. Okay. In the teaching of the Buddha, many people cannot really understand why is non-self. What is this self and what is this non-self? Many people get confused and get caught in this view we call ditthi. Okay? So, what is the meaning of self? Let us discuss first. What is the self? Since you always say the self, what is the self? Nama Rupa is ultimate truth, it's not self. Right? Nama Rupa is ultimate truth. We didn't call Nama Rupa as self.
Me and the mind. Our mind. Our soul.
Our soul, okay. One is permanent soul. You consider permanent soul is self. Okay?
Feelings.
Feeling, we never say feeling is self. In the Paramattha Dhamma, we never say feeling is self.
Positions.
Okay, let's see what the Buddha consider this self. Because this self comes from mostly Indian philosophy. Self we call Atta. Atta. Atta, there are few meanings. Jiva Atta, Parama Atta. There are three Atta. Okay? One is called Jiva Atta. Jiva Atta is permanent soul that transmigrate from one life to another life. This is called Jiva Atta. And as a Buddhist, if you believe there's a permanent soul that transmigrate from one life to another life, this is what type of view? Is this a view? What's the name of this view? Eternalism. Eternalism view. Okay? So as Buddhas, as follower of the Buddha, we didn't take this eternalism view as our belief. Okay? Although practically you cannot achieve this, but mentally, theoretically you have to reject this view first. Otherwise this view will block you from seeing things as they really are. Okay? So it's called Jiva Atta. Another one is Paramatta Atta. You can sit here. Come closer. No problem. Okay. So husband coming in? Huh? He went. He dropped me in. Okay. So another one is called Paramatta. Parama Atta. Parama means supreme self, or we call creator. Because Hindu also believe in creator. They believe Brahma is a creator, and the Brahmin are creation of Brahma. So it's called Paramatta. As Buddhists, we definitely do not believe in Paramatta, but we believe in Jiva Atta. Okay? We believe in Jiva Atta, permanent soul. And there's one Atta, I forgot the Pali name, but the meaning is that commonly called soul, commonly called self. My name, let's say my name is Sayalay Susīlā. So my name is associated with self. It's a common used language. This is another self, called self. We call conceptual self, okay? So there are three types of self. Okay. Then is the, when we talk about the Jiva Atta, Atta, it conveys the meaning. It is permanent. Right? The permanent soul, when we talk about soul, it has the meaning of permanent. So the permanent soul transmigrate from one life to another life. So whenever you talk about the Atta, you should have the idea of permanent. It's associated with permanent. Even Parama Atta, Creator, is also permanent, right? That God is permanent. Okay. Then another meaning of Atta is it follows our wishes. It means Atta. So in your life, you can see, is it thing happen follow your wishes or not? Mostly not. Right? Mostly not. All your dreams never come true. Right? Maybe 1 or 2 come true. 100 dreams, maybe only 10 come true. 90 never come true. So it does not follow our wish. So if it does not follow your wish, it cannot be called Atta. Atta means that you can exercise power over it. You can exercise control over it. Then you call Atta, self. Then there's also Atta. Another meaning of Atta is essence or substance. Substance. Do you find in the body, mind and body, any substance that is unchanging or not?
No.
No. If there's no, then you should have strong sense of anatta. Right? So you discern this mind and body. If you cannot find anything that is permanent substance, if you cannot find it, then you should believe or trust what Buddha said. Anatta.
Yeah.
Right? Inside our mind and body, there's no permanent substance that is unchanging. Therefore, it's anatta. For this reason, I say that to understand anatta is very easy, because you don't understand the meaning only. Okay? So now let us talk about anatta. What in the Buddha's teaching? What is the meaning of anatta? Number 1, the meaning of anatta is it does not follow our wishes. In Dvayatanupassana Sutta, after Buddha enlightenment, when he enlightenment, he preached the Dhamma to the 5 ascetics. Or you know, right? 5 ascetics, and only 1 monk, Kondanya, become Sotapan. After he preached Dhamma Pavatana Sutta, only Kondanya becomes Sotapan. Then, after a few days, Buddha preached the second discourse called Anatta Lakkhana Sutta, the discourse on non-self characteristic. And all 5 monks become Arahant. So in this Anatta Lakkhana, Buddha said, he said form is not self. The body, form is not self. If the body is self, you can ask your body to be healthy always. But the body turns out different from what you ask. Therefore, Buddha said, body is not self. And Buddha also said, feeling is not self. If feeling were self, you can ask your feeling to listen to you. I want to have pleasant feeling throughout my life. But it come out unpleasant feeling more than pleasant feeling, right, in your life. Unpleasant one more than pleasant one. This shows what? Shows that feeling does not follow your wishes. One by one, Buddha give example. So, therefore, Buddha said, what does not listen to, what does not follow your wishes is called anatta, not self. So the meaning of anatta is not following your wishes. Okay? Another meaning of anatta is no substance, no permanent substance in the body, as I explained just now. Now you can convey our research on look into your body and mind. Which one is permanent in your body and mind? No, you'll find nothing. If you say your body is permanent, then it will not turn to old. It will not sick, right? But the body turn old soon, turn old very fast and become sick. So there's no permanent, no substance in the body. Therefore, it's also called anatta. This is the second meaning. The third meaning, come closer. The third meaning is there is no ownership. There is no owner there's no ownership. You do not own your body. You do not own your feelings. You do not own your perception and consciousness and so on. And if you say we do not own them, then who owns all these things? Body, perception, consciousness. Who owns them? We only can explain by way of cause and effect. Dependent origination, Paticca. Mind and body arise depend on causes and conditions. When the conditions are there, then mind and body arise. When the conditions are not there, when the ignorant are cut off completely, then the body and mind will not arise again. So these are the conditions. We don't own the conditions. Okay, so the third meaning of anatta is no ownership. Okay, so what are the three meanings of anatta? Please repeat for me. Number one,
Not following wishes.
Yeah. Second,
No substance.
no permanent substance. Okay, third, no ownership. So if you can understand this, and you use these three meaning and apply to your mind and body, then you will find, yes, what Buddha says is really correct. Then you believe in anatta already, right? You want to hold on to atta, it's just your bias. Because you feel insecure, right? You feel insecure, so you want to hold on to something which can make you secure, which is only your greed, your insecurity, your delusion, your ignorance, right? Okay, so what Buddha say, whatever is considered by common folk, that is true. That is true. Is sorry, I think. Please move on again. There's a yes. This one. You can sit there. Yeah. Carol, you sit. Come, listen. So now do you understand what's the atta, what is anatta? So when you believe in anatta, there's nothing to fear of, right? Okay, so whatever common people consider as that is true, atta is true. Then the noble one say no, that is false. Atta is false. So another meaning to explain atta is because atta is just a conceptual self. Buddha used this I, me, he, and she for convenient, but Buddha does not cling to it. He uses it as a convenient without clinging to it. We use it not only for convenient, but we also strongly cling to it. This is a different. What Buddha say, I, you, she. He used without clinging. We use with strong clinging. Okay. Another, I would like to give another example from Milinda Panya. there is the question, the debate between King Milinda and Nagasena, Venerable Arahant Nagasena. Okay, King Milinda is very famous for debating, so he feels that no one can defeat him. He win over everyone that come to him for debating. Then one day he said that the whole India is empty. So Nagasena's teacher said that this King Milinda is too much, too conceited. Nagasena, go and defeat him. He asked Nagasena, go and defeat King Milinda. So the news spread. The moment King Milinda heard about the name Nagasena, all his hair stand up because of their past karma. Because of their past karma. So one day, King Milinda went to the monastery to see Nagasena. Then he bowed 3 times to Venerable Arahant Nagasena. And he asked, Venerable Sir, how should I address you? Then Nagasena said, my people call me Nagasena, but this is only name, only concept. The person doesn't really exist. Nagasena doesn't really exist. This is Venerable Nagasena's answer. Then King Milinda, because he's very smart in debating, he quickly posed another question. He said, Venerable Sir, you say you do not exist, but just now I bowed 3 times to you, and you are really in front of me. Why you say you do not exist? Isn't that you are telling lies? Milinda asked this sharp question to Nagasena. Nagasena do not answer directly, but he asked King Milinda, Your Majesty, how you come to this temple? How you come to this monastery, Vihara? I came with chariot, horse, chariot. Okay. Then the Milinda say, the Nagasena say, please show me your chariot. Is the horse the chariot? Then Milinda says, no. It's the cart, horse cart. Is the cart the chariot? No. Is the wheel the chariot? No. Is the, how do you call it? Covered the chariot? No. Then Nagasena said that, just now I asked you how you come to this Vihara. You say you come by chariot. But when I ask you to show me where is your chariot, what's your chariot, and you tell me no. Then isn't that you are also telling something not true? Then King Milinda said that the chariot is the combination of all. Combination of the horse, the combination of the wheel, the cover and the post and so on. The combination of all is called chariot. Then Nagasena said, very good. The way you understand chariot, how you understand chariot, then you should understand me. Nagasena is a combination of 5 aggregates. Form aggregate, feeling aggregate, perception aggregate, formation aggregate, and consciousness aggregate. So from the first meeting, Milinda was defeated. He cannot debate with the Nagasena. However, they keep on debating until come out one book called Milinda Panya, very famous book in the Theravada tradition. Okay. So what is called self is only concept. Like King Mininanda tell Nagasena, you really exist. So what the King Mininda say is only concept. And the Nagasena is trying to say, what you see is only concept. But if you analyze concept into ultimate realities, there are only 5 aggregates. These 5 aggregates arise depend on cause and conditions. They are not permanent. They are not eternal self. They are not substance. They are not unchanging. They are changing all the time, depend on cause and condition. Therefore, you cannot call it self. So, up to here, I wish you understand what's the meaning of self and what's the meaning of non-self. Okay? So self is only for conventional, for convenient, for the convenient usage. Okay? Now let's see what the Buddha, what the Sutta says again. Whatever is considered as is false by the world with its devas, maras and brahmas, with its contemplative and brahman, its variety and common folk, is brightly seen as it actually is with right discernment by the noble one as that is true. This is a second contemplation. So the first contemplation, what the ordinary person say, that is true, then noble one say, that is false. Then the second contemplation, what the ordinary person say, that is false, then the noble one say, that is true. So from here you can see, ordinary person see things very, very different from the noble ones. So if you trust the noble one's seeing, you have to trust your seeing is not correct, right? Unless we are so considered, think we are always right, then Buddha also nothing to say. But if we believe that what noble one say is correct, then we have to admit what we see is wrong. Therefore, do not cling to your view. Okay? Do not cling to your view, but listen to the noble one's view. So, what is false? The ordinary person say that is false. What do you think? What do you think when you consider that is false, then the noble one consider that is true? Permanent is false. Impermanent is false. Right? Impermanent is false. They say, because they say life is happiness, life is permanent. But noble one say life is impermanent, life is suffering. Okay, this one way. Another way is that extinction of ignorance. When the extinction of ignorance, then they come to the extinction of nama rupa, right? When ignorance completely uprooted, then no more nama rupa. This the ordinary person say, no, this is false. They do not believe in the extinction of nama rupa, especially in India, because they believe in Paramatta. They believe in a permanent soul that unite together with the Creator. Then always there. So to say that nama rupa come to extinction, no, they say no, this is false. This is against their belief. Because Hindu believe in union with the Brahma, union with Paramatta. The Jiva Atta, union with Paramatta. So it's always there, existing permanently. So when Buddha said that, no, when ignorance are completely uprooted, then the nama rupa, 5 aggregate, come to extinction. No more exist. And they say, when they heard this, they say, no, this is false. This is false. But the normal one say, this is true. Nirvana is true. Extinction of Namarupa is true. Okay? So for a monk, rightly contemplating this duality in this way, heedful, ardent, and resolute, one of two fruits can be expected. Either Arahant right here and now, or if there be any remaining of clinging substance, no return. No return. So if one can contemplate this duality, this force, this truth, contemplate this duality, then he can become Arahant either in this life. But if he still has some clinging to life, then he only will become non-returner, Anagami. Okay? That's what the Blessed One said. Having said that, the one well gone, the teacher said further, see the world together with its devas, conceiving not self to be self, entrenched in name and form, they conceive that this is true. So the world, seeing the world, when we say see the world, we refer to the world of five aggregates. So when they conceive five aggregates to be self, in reality it's not self. So they get caught in the name and form and conceive that this is truth. The self in the name and form, and this is truth. Okay? In whatever terms they conceive it, it turns into something other than that. And that's what's false about it. So they say if you believe in that the body is permanent, body is self, so then you can exercise your control over the body not to be sick, right? But it turns into something other than that. The body do not listen to you. The body turned out to be sick, old, and finally die. So what you wish for the body, it turns into something other than that. Therefore, we say this is false. Changing is deceptive by nature. So the force, the cell is changing, deceptive by nature. The five aggregates is changing and deceptive by nature. Undeceptive by nature is unbinding. Unbinding is called Nirvana. Nirvana is something permanent, something is happiness and non-self. So it has no deceptive nature, Nirvana. That the noble ones knows as true. Therefore, the noble one knows Nirvana is true. And the five aggregate, the world of five aggregate is false. It's changing and has deceptive nature. They, through breaking through to the truth, free from hunger, are totally unbound. So if we realize to the truth, then we can free from craving and totally unbound and reaching the Nirvana. So this is what the Sutta trying to explain. Okay, so any question? The Sutta is a bit profound. I hope to try to. Usually I will choose Sutta which less teacher explain. So it may appear too profound for you, but it's good for you to have that knowledge, especially the difference between Atta and Anatta. Okay?
Bodhidharma, known as Dhamma, is he the founding father of the Anatta meditation style, following the Theravada Pali traditions?
Please say it again.
Bodhidharma, or known Dhamma Chosu, the founding father of the Chan meditation style.
It's Zen meditation.
Chan.
Chan is Zen.
Yes, I missed it. Is it his teaching is based following the anatta concept? Is it the same kind of style that's being preached by you?
Bodhidharma is Zen style, but the Zen style, how to call, is emphasized on intuitive knowledge, right? Intuitive knowledge means that 顿悟. You know, are you Chinese or are you Indonesian?
Indonesian. Chinese.
So the Zen style, they emphasize on intuitive knowledge, but the Theravada tradition they emphasize on gradual training. They don't like Zen is not keep on asking one question and keep on thinking until you realize that not suitable for everyone. That suitable for only highly intelligent people. Right? But for Theravada, we emphasize on gradual training. No? Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Then finally try to investigate 5 aggregate and seeing cause and effect. When you see everything operate or being governed by cause and effect, then you see non-self as well. Therefore, to see non-self is not difficult. To see what's more difficult, to see suffering is more difficult. You know the path is divided into 4. Sotapan, then Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahant. Why no one straight away to Arahant? Why must divide into Sotapan, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahant? Why? What different? What makes the difference? According to Lady Sayadaw, not my view, Lady Sayadaw's view. According to a very famous scholar or meditation teacher, Lady Sayadaw, he said that this path is divided into four, simply because the experience of suffering is different. If you experience the suffering up to the foremost, you aspire to become Arahant. No more Sotapan. Even one life is suffering for you, not to say 7 lives, right? So some people still not experience enough suffering. Okay, he want to have 7 lives to come, 2 more lives to come. But those experience suffering deep to the bone, no more life to come. Therefore, according to Lady Sayadaw, the degree of suffering you experience is different. Therefore, some inspire to become only Sotapan, just like Anatta Pindika and Visakha. Anatta Pindika is the most generous layperson during Buddha's time, and the Visakha is most generous female supporter during Buddha's time. 2 of them become Sotapan. Even Visakha becomes Sotapan, I think 9 years old. 9 years old already becomes Sotapan. But she enjoyed life very much. She married and she gave birth to 20 sons and daughters. Then after Sotapan, she stopped. Never break through to the Sakadagami, never break through to Anagami, not to speak Arahant. Right? So for her, the degree of suffering she experienced is not enough. It's not enough for her to long for arahantship. Okay? And Anatta Pindika also only stop short at Sotapan, enough. Never try more to become arahant. Okay?
I have a question. Just want to clarify one statement. Jivata. I'm kind of confused because you said Jivata is permanent, or did I understand wrong?
Jivata means a permanent soul that transmigrate from one life to another life. Jiva Atta is a permanent soul that transmigrate from one life to another life. Parama Atta is permanent created. Both also got permanent, convey the meaning of permanent.
Which is not correct.
Not correct.
Thank you.
Just like to clarify the concepts of permanence. So Nibbana is permanent, but through unbinding, so non-attachment. It's a state still considered to be everlasting, but it's not the ordinary way of permanence, which is through clinging and binding to something. So that's the difference.
I think when we talk about Nirvana, it's the final Nirvana, you know, final Nirvana. When final Nirvana, that always say Pari-Nibbana, the final Nirvana, there's no more Nama-Rupa. When there's no more Nama-Rupa, who cling to what? You know, there's no one cling to the state also.
But there's the sense of permanence without clinging.
Permanent? No. Permanent is because, since it's, okay, what is impermanent? What is impermanent? Nama Rupa is impermanent. 5 aggregates is impermanent, are impermanent, right? Since Nibbana has no Nama Rupa, has no 5 aggregate, of course it cannot be permanent. Right? You understand?
So there's non-duality. So you're not talking about permanence or impermanence.
Yeah, we're not talking. But it's not compared because 5 aggregates are, we consider it permanent, right? But in Nibbana itself, is no more 5 aggregate. Since there's no more, there's no something that you can consider permanent or impermanent, right? There's no more, no existence. Since no existence, therefore we can say it's permanent. Like space is permanent. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, sometimes you read, they talk about Nibbana as being permanent. I think you also mentioned it's the same.
Yes, okay, so permanent in the sense that there's nothing, therefore it's permanent. Right? There's nothing, therefore it's permanent. If there's something, if there's Nama Rupa, then it's impermanent already. And because it's nothing, therefore we can say it is permanent. Okay?
How does an arahant see suffering? Because you mentioned just now, if one life is difficult for them, is it because they see arising and passing away from the 5 aggregates from time to time?
After become arahant. I think after become arahant, he did not see as suffering already. Suffering only exists when you have craving, right? Suffering only exists when you have craving. When you have no more craving, so arahant only see things as they really are. Just cessation, passing away, gone. He doesn't really see it as suffering. Therefore, arahant do not welcome life, and also do not reject life. Always in the middle. So he doesn't see things as suffering. Only when you're craving, you see things as suffering. It's that before he became arahant, he sees suffering. Therefore he strive very hard and achieve arahant. Then no more ignorance, no more anger, no more delusion. He sees things as they really are. No more suffering to him. Okay. So last question.
So Nibbana only can achieve when the life end, right? If there's an aggregate, there's no.
There are 2 types of Nibbana. There are 2 types of Nibbana. One Nibbana experienced by living arahant. We call Khanda, we call Kilesa Parinibbana. Another Nibbana experienced by another Nibbana is not experienced. Another Nibbana when Arahant die. When Arahant die, we say Khanda Parinibbana. So there are two types of Nibbana. Either one has both are permanent.
And of suffering.
Both are permanent, sukha and non-self.
Thank you.
Just now I mentioned to Chris is the Khanda Parinibbana. Sa-upadisesa Nibbana. Sa-upadisesa Nibbana.
Sayalay, one question talking about.
Okay, last question. 11:30. I have to take lunch.
I just want to clarify. Sayalay mentioned about the Nibbana with the two types. I have ever read the article. They say about residue Nibbana and non-residue. It's the same thing.
Yes, same thing. Yeah. Residue Nibbana is called Kilesa Nibbana. Because he still had residue of Khanda. Living Arahant, she still had 5 Khanda, right? But his Kilesa has gone. So it's called residue Nibbana. Residue with Khanda remain. But Khanda Nibbana mean then Khanda also no more. Like Buddha. Buddha now already enter into Parinibbana. No residue at all. Okay? Sariputta, Mangalana, Buddha all are called no residue. We call Upadisesa Nibbana, something like that. Okay, enough for. If you have questions, we have 1 more hour at about 4 o'clock.